Hello guys, welcome back. In this video, we will discuss the working of for loop in C. Let me write the syntax for loop first. We have to write the word for, and after that we have to open a bracket. The first thing that we need to write is assignment statement. Then we have to keep a semicolon. Now we need to specify the condition for the loop. Again a semicolon, and here we need to specify increment or decrement. Then we have to close the bracket. After this, we need to open the brace and write our statements, semicolon. After completing the statements, we have to close the brace. So this is how the syntax for loop looks. It is looking complicated, but actually using a for loop is very convenient. The first thing that we write inside the brace is an assignment statement. Here we need to assign the value to the control variable. And the second thing that we need to specify is the condition part. Now as we know, every loop has some condition that needs to be fulfilled in order for a loop to run. Even in for loop, we have to specify a condition for this loop to run. And the final thing is, this control variable that we are using can be incremented or decremented using this part. So here we need to specify whether we are going to increment it or decrement it. And here we have the set of statements that needs to be executed inside the loop. Let us consider our previous example, that is printing a word on the screen for 10 times using a loop. So in this case also we'll use the same example, and let us see how it can be implemented using the for loop. So for that, let me declare a variable first, int I. For, let me assign some value to this variable I equal to 0. I want the initial value of the variable I to be 0. Therefore, I am writing I equal to 0. Then semicolon. After that, I need to specify the condition here. The condition here is I should be less than 10. That means I can be from 0 to 9. That means counting from 0 to 9, we get 10 numbers. So therefore, any statement written inside this loop will get executed for 10 number of times. Then again semicolon, and here increment or decrement part. Now I want the value of I to get incremented from 0 to 10. So therefore I will specify I plus plus. And then close it. Now I'll open the brace. Inside this brace I will write printf hello. Okay. And I can close the bracket. Now let us understand how this for loop works. So here initially the value of I is 0. So 0 less than 10. The condition here is true and the statement is printed. Once this statement is printed, the control here goes over to this part, I plus plus. Now this part will get executed. Now the value of I will become 1. So 1 is less than 10. Therefore this will be printed. And the control goes to this part, I plus plus. After this part, the control will again go to the condition part. The condition will be checked again. Now the value of I will be 2. 2 is less than 10. This continues and the statement gets printed for 10 times, and finally the value of I will become 10. So the condition will be checked here. Now 10 is not less than 10. Therefore the condition here fails and this loop will be exited. After exiting, let us write some print statement so that we'll know that we have come out of the loop. Print loop completed. Okay. So now let us compile and run to see the result. Compile, run. So as you can see, the word hello has been printed for 10 times, and after printing for 10 times, finally the loop completed statement has also been printed onto the screen. So that means our loop has been successfully executed and exited. Now you can ask, if there is a while loop, then what is the need of this for loop? The answer to this is, for loop is a more convenient way to write, because as in the for loop, you can see there are many things that need to be specified here. Therefore, there is no need to specify such condition inside the loop, which makes our work easy. The second thing is, there is no separate need for assignment of this variable. I did not assign a value to this variable here. It gets directly assigned inside this. So using a for loop also eliminates the possibility of the condition of this loop becoming an infinite loop, because the increment or decrement is going to take place here, and therefore it reduces the chance for this loop becoming an infinite loop, and therefore the for loop is very convenient for us to use. Although we need to specify three things here, but it is only for once. Once we specify all the three things, our work is done. We need to focus only on the things that we want to include in the for statement. I hope you have understood the working of for loop, and in the upcoming video we will see the working of do while loop in C. Thank you so much for watching.